most people who come into prison with a talent is gonna use their talent. Is that the same thing with R. Kelly?
He used to sing a lot, and I thought it was just him being in good spirit, but maybe he felt uncomfortable. Like, he kept us laughing, so maybe he felt like he had to keep us laughing, to keep us from doing something to him. But I had control of that because he got off general population because I wasn't no shot caller. I couldn't call no shots, but the niggas who was calling shots had love and respect for me. Like, I'm helping them with their cases or whatever. It's just love, you know what I'm saying? Like, real respect real, like royalty, respect royalty, you know what I mean? So it was that. But with R. Kelly, it was like, man, this nigga ain't never did a day in jail. Now he in here with all these fucking lions and sharks, gorillas and shit. Like, I know how he thinking. So maybe he just felt like, man, you know what? I'm gonna behave how these niggas will want me to behave in here. And maybe he acted accordingly to that because, like, for people who don't know who this man is,
come on,
this man stabbed Terrence Gangster Williams in his motherfucking chest, man. Tried to kill him. And Terrence Gangster Williams was a killer. So you gotta think, like, for another, some niggas act like they killers, but they won't try another killer. They won't. They prey on the weak. This nigga didn't prey on the weak. He tried to kill a motherfucker who was known for killing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So it's people like that who gravitate to other people like that in the feds. That's why when we was just talking before the interview, I was supposed to do the interview by myself.
Yeah,
I could have asked Terrence Gangster Williams or Pim McKeon or somebody else to do the interview. No, I didn't want them niggas to do no interview with me. You heard me, I kept pressing. I want him to do the motherfucking interview with me.
Come on. And I gotta ask Diesel, for those that don't know, that was a situation you and Gangsta was at the New Orleans State Fair. Again, I gotta go back to it, like, what was your motivation back then as far as to be on the gangster stuff that you was on? Like, what was your reason for being what you were back then?
Oh no, before you answer it, Terrence Gangster Williams is Birdman brother. Birdman who run Cash Money, Sign, Drake, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj. Now, do your thing, big bro.
Well, I grew up with Gangsta them, and I knew that, they was about that foolishness. I knew it. And I had to be prepared because they go to every event they had. And me and my little brother, we always, we like going out too. And we had to be prepared because it was just me and him against 15 killers. He had a whole crew. Everybody on his crew, on his team was killers. So we had to be ready, and I knew they was going to be there and I knew they was going to try something. When they seen us too, we was like at least 4'11", 5 foot tall, no more than 100 pounds. So we needed those knives to take care of our business. And I thank God for the knives and we came out successful.
So can I ask, and this is for both of y'all really, like, when you during the time that y'all doing and y'all in a situation, because most the average American ain't never stepped foot in no real prison, no real jail, no real like situation. What is the mentality that you need to have in order to do your time and get through it? Like, somebody say, hey, you're sentenced to 5 to 10, to get through that 5 to 10 and do your time and get out, get back home to your family, whatever situation you left. What is the mentality that you need to get through that kind of time frame?
Well, look, only because I already got the mic, I'm going to address it first, but I think he would be better to elaborate on that because, now look, I done shot people before and some of them probably died. Maybe I don't know. And if I did know, I'm not going to speak on that. But, like, I'm not no killer. I'm not. If I had to shoot you, it's because you put me in a situation or I felt like, it's like, I gotta react or you gonna think I'm just a pussy ass, hoe ass nigga. So you forced me to do that. Otherwise, we could have just fought. And I'm the type of nigga, I'd rather just fight than take a life. But then you have real killers. You know what I mean? This man did 30 years. So his mentality is way different from my mentality. Like, admittedly, people from my city, if I say I never shot nobody, it's people who done seen me shoot somebody, so I can't lie about that. But nobody ever saw me kill nobody. And because of that, I'm not gonna ever say that I killed nobody, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say he did too, there ain't no statute of limitation on that. All I'm saying, based on the talk I had with him personally and with Gangster, Terrence, Birdman brother confirmed, he one of them ones. So I'm gonna let him answer that.
The mentality that you have to do your time.
I mean, you had to be. I mean, whatever. When I went to prison, they didn't care what you did on the streets. You had to prove to them that you was actually about that there inside of the prison. You know, what you done on the street, that didn't count no more. Until you put it down in the prison system, that's when you got your respect. You know, and I was ready to die for my respect. You know, and they knew that. You know, yeah. So you had to be ready. You had to be ready. Ain't no such thing about what you did. I didn't kill 10 people on the streets. Okay, what you did in Angola. You ain't kill nobody in Angola, you ain't hurt nobody in Angola, you ain't about that. So I'm gonna try you. I'm gonna see if you about that. And so many dudes who's supposed to be soldiers, they lost their manhood. They wasn't about that without that gun. Yeah. Hands and knives, they busted open. That's what they was doing.
Man, preach.
That's right. That's what they was doing.
That's what I said. Now you see what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, nah.
Now you see why
these are
I
lessons.
asked this nigga to come on with me. I didn't ask Gangsta. I didn't ask Pimpin' Ken.
These are lessons.
Him. Like this the shit people really need to hear. Cause can't nobody give it to you this raw unless they know what's really going on and been
Come on. So I have to ask, when it does come to doing time, can you do that time with someone else? And meaning someone outside of like maybe a mother, a girl, your kids. Can you do it with someone on the inside, a celly, a cousin who's in there, a brother, or do you have to do that time by yourself?
From my experiences, I can only speak for myself. In there, you gonna be by yourself. Even if, like I was with the GDs in there, I still felt by myself because them niggas could turn on you in any minute too. Like you gotta really be able to stand on your own motherfucking 10 toes. Like you got 10 motherfucking toes for anybody who ain't disabled. You gotta be able to stand on all 10 of them motherfuckers by yourself first of all. You know what I'm saying? Now, people who able to do that, that's when you get the respect from other people who willing to back you too, because they know this nigga gonna stand on his own 10 and I'm gonna support him because I know not only he gonna stand on his own 10, but he fuck with me, so he gonna ride for me for sure, and I'm gonna ride for him for sure. You know what I mean? But other than that, like that's all I gotta say about that. That's just my experiences though.
Lisa, let me get your take on it.
That's true. You know, you have to fight for yourself. Once guys know that you're gonna stand up for yourself, then you're gonna have a lot of guys come behind you. You know, like my brother Mike, he's the heavyweight boxing champion. He knew that I was gonna stand up for myself. That's why he was always ready to come out there behind me, 100%, no doubt. You know, yeah. So you have to be able to. Dudes got to know that without your crew, is you gonna be a man without those dudes, and that's what you had to do.
Absolutely.
That's right. That's how it go in the prison system. You got to stand up for yourself first. You got to stand up for yourself.